This is my Vyper Shop Chair that I've did a full review video on over 2 years ago. I've sat in this very chair for well over 700 days, each day, many hours at a time. And in this video, I'm going to show you how well it held up. Plus, I'm going to show you some upgrades that Vyper came out with since my last video that makes an already perfect shop chair even better. So let's go. Alright guys, Jason here, out in my garage as always. Glad to have you here. Nearly every day for well over 2 years, I sat out here in my garage in the very same Vyper chair that I did a full review on in July of 2022. So, how has my Vyper chair held up so far, and is it still worth the money? Well, I'm going to show you, starting with a 100% unedited, no preparation, detailed look of what my Vyper chair looks like after over, well, 700 days of use. And then I will show you some must-have upgrades that Vyper came out with that you've definitely got to see. So let's get started. And of course, here it is, over 2.5 years later, and honestly, I haven't even really cleaned it or adjusted a thing since the day I put it together. So going from top to bottom, the backrest cushion is still in really good shape, and the backrest does surprisingly well for being as low as what it is, but there is an upgrade coming that I will get to later in this video. Now, the part that pretty much takes the most abuse, the main seat, right? I've thrown myself onto this, I'd say 1,000 times, and I think it's holding up pretty well overall. You might be able to see that it's changed shape slightly to fit, well, me, but it's not really showing any wear. In the comments of my previous video, a couple of you said that they had issues with the pad cover breaking down. Now, I don't know a ton of details about that, but I hope that you guys got that all straightened out. But as you can see, I really haven't experienced that, and it's still overall really thick and really comfortable. I haven't had to tighten or adjust the legs. You can see there's a little bit of wear right here and here, and I don't know if I accidentally banged something into it to chip the paint off, or if it's where my foot rubs it against it a lot, but that just seems to be the only spot overall where there's any paint coming off. Oops, just hit the camera. And then right here, you can see that the foot rail has some wear on it, but that's to be expected considering what it's used for. And then of course the casters, I mean, they still roll just fine as it did. Oops, oh no, that was bad. The day that I bought it. And it's still going. This is horrible. Okay, all right, enough of that. In fact, that actually led to a little mishap. About a year in, I had my propane heater running out here in the garage, and I'd been so used to sitting in a shop stool without casters for so long that when I got up, the Vyper chair just quietly sort of rolled away from me, and I didn't even notice. And I was on the other side of the garage doing something, and I was like, is something burning? And I look over and I saw my Vyper chair right next to that hot propane heater. And this is the result. It melted a bit right here, but at least it didn't catch on fire. So, how'd I fix it? Well, I could have bought a new main seat unit, or I used this as an opportunity to make my Vyper chair even more comfy. I bought their big boy attachment, and I've been wanting to get it for a while, ever since I test drove it, if you will, at the SEMA show in the Vyper display. It just gives a bit more seat support for kind of wider dudes like me. I am, after all, kind of built like Barney Rubble. Now, I want to make it clear that everything that I'm introducing in this video was bought by me with my own money. I ordered it direct from Vyper. So let's check out what you get with the big boy attachment. First of all, you get the base plate. You could tell this is not a flimsy piece of metal. I weighed it. It weighs over 8 pounds. And it's pretty thick. No question about strength with this, but I would expect nothing less from Vyper. You also get the seat extensions. Made of the same material and same construction as the original seat on my chair. And then to put it all together, you get a hardware pack. As always, this is grade 8 USA made. In fact, everything here is made in the USA, which I love about Vyper. And then, of course, you get the instructions, and you can see how easy it comes together. You just disassemble your existing seat, put the plate on, put the seat on, put the big boy seat extensions on, secure it down, you're good to go. Now, while I was ordering, I grabbed a couple of their caster locks that I mentioned in my previous video, just in case I want to prevent that issue from happening again where the chair rolled away and right into my propane heater. And since I was placing a new order from Vyper, they just came out with this new adjustable backrest. And like I mentioned, the current fixed backrest does just fine, but being able to adjust it by the height and the angle would be even better. So I grabbed one. Let's see what you get with that. First, you get this plate. Now, we're not going to need this plate because the big boy attachment plate that I showed you earlier is going to take the place of it. But if you're not going to do the big boy, this is what you're going to need. You also get this backrest assembly. This thing is pretty well designed and engineered. I'm going to show you a little bit more about how this works in a little bit. And this plate right here that goes right over around there to cover the knob assembly. Speaking of knob assembly, that's what you get here. This is what you use to adjust the angle. Again, I'm going to show that to you a little bit later. Then you get the main backrest. And just like all the other Vyper stuff, this thing is pretty solid, pretty thick, pretty tough. A couple of edge protectors for the backside here. Some hardware. And of course, the instructions. Now, like in my previous video, I'm not going to show you the detailed assembly because that'd probably bore you to death. I'm just going to go over some basics of it. But if you do want to see complete assembly videos, Vyper does a pretty good job on their YouTube channel. So go check it out. I'll put a link in the description. But now I'm going to give you a quick overview of how everything that I have today comes together. So the first thing we're going to want to do if you already have a Vyper chair assembled is to disassemble the seat assembly. That's by removing the post from the seat, removing the backrest from the seat, and then removing the seat back from the seat backrest. Now we're going to assemble the adjustable backrest. It's pretty straightforward. The instructions really help. And then we're going to install the backrest protectors. It's a nice touch. They didn't really have to do that, but they look good and it does the job. And now we assemble the big boy seat plate onto the seat, put the post on it. Don't use power tools for any of this, by the way. Just use hand tools. Otherwise, you might strip something out. And then install the adjustable seat back on it, just like the original non-adjustable seat back. Snug them down, and you're pretty much good to go. And here it is with the new accessories all assembled, and let me show you what I did. First of all, let's talk about this adjustable backrest. Again, pretty well engineered, looks really good. I really appreciate this design here. And to adjust it, all you gotta do is just loosen this mechanism and slide it up and down to the position that you want and snug it back up. And then to adjust the angle, see we got this big piece of machined aluminum with knurling on it. You just move it clockwise or counterclockwise and get the angle that you want. So you get a perfect adjustment. I really like that. And then of course, the big boy attachment. This is so much more comfortable. I mean, this is comfortable as it is, but when you just kind of just walk over and just hurl yourself into the chair, it kind of feels like you're on a couch. It's just great. It does look a little weird, I will admit. I would not be surprised if Vyper just came out with a big rectangular seat in the near future. If they do, I'll probably end up getting one. And then down here, let's talk about the locking casters. Pretty simple, really. It took me about 2 minutes each. I got two of them, one over there and one over here. And to lock it down, it's got this brake right here. You just push down, locks it in place, keeps the caster from moving. Unlock it, just like that. And then while I'm down here, perfect time to show you what else I bought from Vyper. That's right, they got this really awesome foam creeper, and it makes being down low on the ground, working on your car or making a video or anything else, really, really easy. Super, super comfy. So if you need a new foam creeper, this is really nice. I'm really happy with it so far. It's pretty affordable too. Overall, really happy that Vyper is expanding their product line, and I think they're doing a great job with some really good quality. Keep it up, Vyper. So even after 2 years, is the Vyper chair still worth the money? Well, so far for me, absolutely. It is so much more comfortable than anything I had before. So much more durable, and quite honestly, it looks pretty good here in my garage. The quality is truly what you get, what you pay for. 100% made in the USA, right down to the hardware, which I might have mentioned some of the hardware is grade 8, and it's built like a tank, and it's surely going to be passed down to my son one day. And what I think makes it cool is the continual upgrades being offered. The big boy attachment really does add much more support, and of course it covers up that melted spot on mine. And the adjustable backrest is a winning addition if you spend a lot of time on the chair like I do. I was going to get the adjustable arms, but maybe in the future. Now, I said it before, and I will say it again. I defy anyone to find a shop chair that is of a lower price, better engineered, better quality, and made in the USA. I will wait forever because I really don't believe such a thing exists. So if you were thinking about getting a Vyper chair and wasn't sure if it was worth it, I definitely suggest one if your budget allows for it. I simply won't part with mine. And on a side note, Vyper came out with the X32 shop cart, which looks like it makes all other shop carts obsolete, just like they did with their shop chairs. Let me know if you want me to save up and do a review on that one. But as always, thanks for hanging out in my garage with me. Hit me up with any questions in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Take it easy, friends.